Goodness gracious, man. The USFA comes to an end in regards to season number 9. The United Bowl is here. Hope everyone's having a great Saturday. Should be a fun ride as always. You know, already know how we do. Get in the giveaway if you haven't already. It's !USFA if you haven't done it before. I see my man's right there saying AB Johnson is not a virgin. Definitely a random highlight there, but I acknowledge you, big homie, as we're going to get this one kicked off pretty soon. You already know I'm not the only one in the booth. Caboose is in here again to close it out. Imagine putting !USFL. Get your stuff up, man. You know what time it is. But what's going on, Caboose?
Hey, we are doing good here. I'm honestly excited for this rematch of United Bowl 8. We should be in for a great game here.
Most definitely, for sure. The two teams last season, they ended up getting into the mix again. Both teams found their way at the number 1 seed of their respective conferences. And do you want to talk about Charlotte or do you want to talk about Huntington Beach?
I'll go ahead and I'll talk about Huntington Beach.
Go ahead and get started with it.
Well, I mean, you know what? Let's start with rookie sensation quarterback Tyler Deathridge. He's had one hell of a rookie campaign. And you know what? Honestly, in order to be good, sometimes you have to have great talent around you, and he has exactly that with guys like Ryan Davis, Tim Carlson, up to no good at their halfback position. This team has threats everywhere. They are a dangerous team, and they are undefeated to this point for a good reason. So, flipping to defense, you still got Dexter Jackson, the only defensive player to win league MVP on the team. So, you gotta like that, coming from a Huntington Beach perspective. And also, you look at the head-to-head this season, Huntington Beach didn't have too much of an issue handling Charlotte back when they played, winning by that game by a score of 38-14. Mm-hmm. So now, that being said, if there is one thing with this Huntington Beach that they need to not do is get into another slow start like they had against St. Louis, because Charlotte is not as easy as a team as St. Louis is.
Most definitely, for sure. And I'll go ahead and break down the Huntington Beach's opponent for tonight. And as you already said, it didn't turn out very well against Huntington Beach last time they played. Honestly, you could say the last couple of times they played, right? It didn't look very pretty, but they could change that all here tonight. They have the talent, just like you said, Huntington Beach does. If there's any team in the USFA that can go blow for blow in regards to talent, I'd have to say it's going to be Charlotte. That's why I'm personally glad that the two best teams are going head-to-head again, led by quarterback Hank Falco, who's had his best career season now, and he has a plethora of weapons to go along with it. Tight end Vic Dotson led the way in catches. Kai Coco led in reception touchdowns and also in receiving yards. You got the big homie Doc Boone holding down the Halfback of the Year award that I'm assuming it's going to go to. There's a lot of talent around this team that can make some waves, but similar to what you said, Charlotte needs to play all 4 quarters as if they're going to die, or there's going to be very, very unlucky situations for them.
Absolutely. Well, you know what? Without further ado, we've been talking about this game long enough. Why don't you go ahead, flip us over, let's get kickoff going.
Let's go ahead and get it cooking then. Make sure that you show some love to the channels as always. Twitch is popping. YouTube is going to be getting all the playoff games soon. And without further ado, let's start out United Bowl 9. Let's get into it. Looks like Huntington Beach is going to start with the football, and we are underway. As it's going to be returned here from X-Pac. Going to take this one to the left side, and he's going to take a pass to 20. Let's go ahead and get into it, folks. It's 1st and 10. United Bowl 9 is here, as they're going to give it to the big homie Tim Carlson. There's going to be an immediate flag. and that's going to back them up. 1st and 20, actually 1st and 18 coming up. The center making the error.
So starting off this drive at 1st and 18 is pretty rough. It's not something you want to see for Huntington Beach. I did just mention that they can't get off to a slow start.
Huntington Beach trying to get something cooking here. It's going to be 1st and 18. Pass rush trying to get home, but the pass is still on the mark there to Ryan Davis. Staying in the pocket, taking the hit, and now it's a 2nd down and short. What a play there from Dethridge. His first pass was immaculate.
Absolutely, and you know what? He had enough vision to recognize that if he waited even another second, he was going to take a sack.
2nd and 2 coming up. Almost got a man off sides, but they will hand it off and find the hole. Tim Carlson is going to roll close to the 40. And even with the penalty, they're still close to midfield on this one. Let's see what they could do. Losing my voice a little bit as well. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but we're going to keep it moving as always. It's 1st and 10 coming up. Shotgun set. Tyler Dethridge trying to get a victory here and get his first title as he throws it open again towards Ryan Davis, who's had himself a great playoff start here in Huntington Beach. Last week he did very well, and he already has 2 big catches here tonight.
Yeah, the Dethridge to Davis connection is something that Charlotte's going to have to clamp down on real quick here if they want any chance to win this game.
1st and 10 coming, shotgun set, passing in the middle of the field and caught. There goes his running mate, Carlton Banks, picking up the first, and that's going to check him into Charlotte territory for the first time tonight. Looking real nice as Huntington Beach on his first drive.
Definitely, they're having a great drive right now. And really kind of rectifying how they started against St. Louis last night.
Charlotte looking to get something cooking. They're going to hand this one off, and there goes Carlson, who's going to juke forward, and he's going to get close to that 1st down mark. The referee said he barely made it. That's going to move the sticks yet again. Huntington Beach on another level right now.
Huntington Beach right now having their way with the Charlotte defense.
Not quite in the red zone, but one good play like we've seen this drive could get them back in there as they go ahead and fake the handoff the blitz, and it's still going to be caught there from tight end Eric Duncan, and he's going to be a little short there of the 1st.
Inside the 20. So, I mean, at this point, you're well within field goal range, and anything's possible.
Charlotte looking to bring out that heavy red zone defense, try to get them off of the field any way they can. Gonna go ahead and hand it off again, a juke move, and there goes Carlson shedding off 2 men and gonna rumble forward, not quite getting into the end zone, but Tim Carlson, he's trying to make up from last week. Is going to be 1st and goal coming up. What a run there from TK39.
Yeah, breaking off a lot of tackles there. Really just showing exactly what you want to see from a power running back.
Passing in, protections break it down left side and gonna be caught. And the flawless drive ends with points. And Huntington Beach is going to take the lead real quick here in the 1st. What a masterful drive here from Dethridge and the gang.
Great set of plays there, great drive, and honestly, the only way it could have ended was in a touchdown.
You'd hate to see a drive like that end any other way, just like you said. And Caroline Andrionic is going to make it a clean 7-0. And Charlotte's defense was battling hard. They've had plenty of plays where they were right there to make the stop, but they need to get quicker to the quarterback. They need to wrap up the halfback on first contact, slow down these big plays. We'll see them come back on a little bit later, but the offense needs to find a way to tie it up.
Well, and you know what? Charlotte's offense is capable of doing just that. They have just as many, if not slightly more weapons than this Huntington Beach team on offense. It's just a matter of putting it together and making sure it clicks.
8.5 minutes left in the first. We're just getting started, folks. Don't go anywhere. Invite your people. Get in the giveaway. If we could get 20 people on the giveaway, I'll be very happy as we see that one sent over the head of Vic Dotson. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming up. And Ryan Davis saying slightly more with the monocle emoji. Is it really slightly more?
I mean, you've got Hank Falco at roughly 1,000 applied points. You've got Doc Boone with over 1,000 or almost 1,000 applied points. You've got Ty Coca with 1,600 applied points. You've got Witten with over 1,000 applied points. So, yeah, I'd say possibly slightly more.
He makes an interesting case for sure. But these are two evenly matched teams in my personal opinion. Huntington Beach has the record to show that they're above the rest, but looks like Doc Boone is checking in for the first time to pick up the first. Let's see what the homies in white and purple could do tonight. He said, well, yeah, Huntington Beach doesn't even have the best rookie quarterback. Going with the strong guy formation, a lot of bodies in front, and they're going to hand this one off and push forward to get past the 40. Doc Boone trying to get something cooking here. The 2nd and 3 coming up.
And so far, an early, healthy dosage of Doc Boone, but this looks like it's going to be a pass here.
Most definitely going to be passing it here real quick, and it's going to be caught and stuck right at the end of that play by Gina Buckley. But going to be yet another first down here for Charlotte. Up to this point, they're looking pretty nice. Can't be too mad at it.
Time and time with a catch there, and honestly, nice to see him hold on to it after that heavy hit.
1st and 10 coming up here. It's going to be passing it again, looking for a man. Protection's breaking down, throwing on the run and finds his man, Kai Coco, who checks in for the first time. Inside the 35, Charlotte goes, and they're trying to get some points too. It's going to be 1st and 10 here for the Royals. And it looks like Charlotte will go to the Wild Royal formation. We'll see what the big homies can do. It's going to be a run. Looking for some blocks. A guy plenty up front. He's going to try to turn up and get inside the 15 as they're trying to get something cooking tonight. Now it's Charlotte's first time in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 coming up.
Man, what a just... it's one of those formations that just no defense is really ready for, and it can go so many different ways, and it's almost always a big gain.
1st and 10 here. Gonna go ahead and stretch this out to Doc Boone, who has the blockers, tries a spin move, and he's gonna get to the 10, and that's really about it. Gonna pick up 2 on that play. We were speaking a lot about this before we hit the record button, before we hit the stream button. Charlotte has a lot of players overdue for a ring.
Nick Dotson among them.
Looking for a pass again, middle field, and caught, and that's going to make it 3rd and short after the catch by Tomlin Clementine. Shout out to the Juice Man. It's 3rd and 1 coming up here. Going to be passed in short, drop back, looking left side, and it's going to be dropped there by Vic. Throwing a jump pass there, and that's an unfortunate turn of events. It's 4th and 1. They could very well go for it here, but you'd want your man to come down with it, even though it looked like he'd probably lose yards on the catch.
Yeah, probably a better thing that he didn't, but they're going to keep the offense out here and try and pick this up.
4th and 1. Almost got a man off sides, probably should have been, and they're going to launch it over to MJ Witten over the head of X-Pac. And Charlotte's going to be an extra point away from tying it up. What a pass, what a catch, and that is what we want to see in the United Bowl.
Yeah, great play there. And honestly, on fourth down, it's a gutsy call because if it doesn't work, you get nothing.
You got to go balls to the wall in these situations here. This is the last game. If you don't win here, you got to wait months and months and months until you potentially get another chance. And nothing's guaranteed in the USFA. So you got to make sure that you take advantage of what's available for you. And we spoke about this before the game went live as well. Charlotte needs to keep this type of pressure on Huntington Beach all game long.
This is true. Almost every play needs to be a touchdown or some kind of scoring drive for them if they want to have a chance to keep up.
Preferably 7 opposed to 3. But Huntington Beach says they could do what they did on that last drive over and over again. They're a very confident team. They haven't found the meaning of a loss here, and they're trying to keep it that way. But we're here in this first quarter. It's looking pretty nice. I can't be mad at it as we see Huntington Beach going to be returning this one. Jake Parkey doing his thing as he sends it away to X-Pac is going to be returned, looking for some blocks, and looks like he's going to drag him, man. 5 more yards past contact, and that'll get him to the 30. So solid field position to start here for Huntington Beach. They're trying to get something cooking.
Definitely. And if you're Charlotte, you don't want you want to come out and set a defensive tone now. Both teams have come out and had excellent scoring drives. Now it's time for both defenses to try and settle things down and get into a rhythm.
Drop back here, looking for a man, middle of the field, and caught. And there goes Mr. Eric Duncan, who comes out with the first out of the hands of away from the safety, Lakota Senawakua. And that's going to be another first down so far in this game here for Huntington Beach. Got to give credit to that O-line as well. They've been doing pretty good with keeping Tyler Deatherage clean all season long. I believe he's one of the least sacked quarterbacks here in the league as we see a handoff trying to find a lane. And there goes a defensive play as it looks like Chris Sheen comes from the edge, holds him to a gain of nothing.
Definitely. It's one of those rare plays that on defense so far that has actually been impactful. Now it's just a matter of sustaining that and holding the Huntington Beach team from another first down.
They're going to send a blitz, but it doesn't get home, and it looks like it's going to set up a third and medium situation. Vernon Mills getting his first catch, tackled by Caitlin Montaigne, who wants another ring under her mantle. It's going to be 3rd and 4 coming. I wonder how long she has within the USFA before she hangs it up.
Probably 2 or 3 more seasons at most.
Looking for a man, hits the screen, but it looks like the defense of Charlotte is going to stand tall. Lakota Senawakua makes the play, and that is going to be a stop behind the line of scrimmage. Looks like we're going to see our first punt of the United Bowl. A great job there from Charlotte.
Well, and this time the Charlotte defensive line was able to penetrate and get into the pocket and make Tyler Deathridge's night just a little bit more difficult.
Sending this one to the right side. It looks like it is going out of bounds, and even if the offense isn't picking it up, the special teams, one of the main reasons why Huntington Beach is as good as they've been. Carolina Andriana put a dot inside the 10.
Absolutely. Great punt there. Charlotte's going to have to go the length of the field now to try and get anything done.
The jumbo set here. A lot of big bodies here for Charlotte as they're going to go ahead and try the handoff, pushing forward and gets pushed back. There goes number 50, Dexter Jackson, making a serious stop. It's going to be 2nd and 6. They look like it said Grunky Kong helped out too.
I believe it. There's a lot of big guys out there.
Oh, my bad. I didn't say his name right. It's Grunky Kong. 2nd and 6. Here comes Falco. Going to pass this right side, and it's going to be a positive gain, but they're probably going to get about halfway home. 3rd and 3 coming up.
Honestly, if they had just thrown that pass a little bit sooner, he could have turned upfield and gotten some of those extra yards.
3rd and 3 coming up. The playbook is open. And they're going to look for a man. They're going to throw it in. Almost picked off as Adam Leach was able to get his hands on it. Almost ricocheted to his teammate. And Huntington Beach, they're going to get the stop again. And honestly, Charlotte was gifted one that he actually dropped it.
That's fair, yeah.
Now we get to see the big leg of Jake Parkey. Not that much protection there for Ryan Davis, but he's going to try to make a play, and he is going to push past the 40. So, considering the circumstances, he made do, and that's going to give Huntington Beach the football back. Let's see what they could do. What's going on, Crolin? What's going on, Psycho Sid? What's happening, everybody in the chat? Thank you so much for spending time with us, as this one is going to be launched right side, and it's going to be caught, or is that incomplete? It is incomplete.
I'd say that's incomplete. Came out of bounds, didn't get his feet down.
First incompletion of the day for Deathridge. Just could not keep his feet in bounds. Charlotte looking for many plays like that. But they're going to be sending forward to try to get at the Deathridge. Shane Knox is at applying pressure, throwing on the run off the back foot, and that should have been picked off. But once again, Huntington Beach was gifted one. That wasn't a by play. That was a by player that had his hands on it.
So both teams now have had a brief chance, or a brief flirtation with danger, throwing the ball to the wrong colored jerseys, but both teams have remain unscathed.
3rd and 10 coming, looking for a man, looking. Middle of the field is wide open, and there goes Ryan Davis over the top. And that is a blown coverage that you do not want to see in the biggest game of the season.
Well, you know, it was a excellently called offensive play, because Charlotte ran just a soft zone there and didn't really have anything covering deep, so they just flew him down, and he was wide open.
Passing it again, looking right side, well, in the middle, I should say. Another catch there from Eric Duncan. 2nd and 4 coming up. Charlotte looking to hold him to 3 at the most. Get a turnover at best. Charlotte's going to send 4, looking for a man left side, and going to be caught in traffic again. Another first down by Ryan Davis. And he's just picking this defense apart. He's already over 80 catches tonight. 80 yards tonight.
Yeah, and we're not even out of the first quarter yet.
First and goal coming up here. Going to be passing it again. They send the blitz. It doesn't get home, and it's going to be caught. And there goes Eric Duncan, making it happen in the red zone. And Huntington Beach is going to take the lead right back.
You know, I think this is kind of what we see pretty much all night, is these teams trading blows on offense, and maybe an occasional defensive stop here or there.
Kick from Carolina is up. I don't even have to look at it. It's up and good. A 6-play, 59-yard drive here for the Voyagers. And up to this point, HBV couldn't have played a better game outside of that one drive, like you said, where they couldn't get anything going. Now they just need their defense to tighten up, see if they can spread it out a little bit in regards to the score.
You know, and I don't think currently, they have room to prove me wrong, but I don't think Charlotte's the team that's going to go away and be that easy to dismiss.
Most definitely. Charlotte's came here for the 2nd time in a row. They're one of the few teams that have yet to win a United Bowl. Well, there's a good amount of teams that haven't won, but in regards to the teams that we started with, we only had 5 at one point back in the Axis era, and are these the last 2 or the first 2 times they've been to the United Bowl?
Yes.
Okay, so they're looking to try to cash out. They don't want to go 0 for 2. Vic Dotson, he's been showing very, very big flashes. I'd like to see him get more involved in the ball game, see if they can send them deeper routes. But let's see what happens here on this drive. It's going to be a strong guy formation again. Doc Boone is going to be back there. They're going to send the fullback in motion. And they're going to stretch it that way, looking for some blocks. And he's going to find room. He's going to take off past the 40. And if it wasn't for Gina Buckley, he'd probably have maybe another 10 or so yards. But a great play there for Charlotte.
Definitely. And you know what? Charlotte's name of the Charlotte game is going to be the run today. I can already tell. And Huntington Beach needs to find an answer.
They're going to go ahead and pass it here, looking for a man to throw it to. Going to launch this middle of the field and deflected by big homie Dexter Jackson. And we have 1 more second left in the first.
Gotta respect the attempt to make the pass, keep the Huntington Beach defense honest, not just commit to run 100% of the time.
I mean, with the receiving core that they have, I don't blame them for trying. Just like you said, 2nd and 10 is going to be another pass here, looking for a man, takes off to running out of room, and it's going to be a horrible decision. That's going to be a sack, and that's going to be Grunkicone. Closing out quarter number 1 with a bang. Throw your 2s up. Let's get into it. Get us into algorithm. As it's going to be a country mile here for Charlotte. Needs to get something cooking. Runs away and runs straight into Matthias Sutherland. And 2 straight sacks put this team on notice.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what that was. I'm going to be completely honest. I'm going to chalk that up to Madden being Madden, but...
Looked like he was trying to hit that crease, maybe where he was able to get in between where the left tackle and the left guard was. Couldn't quite find the right space, and Matthias Sutherland was able to power through to make the play. That's kind of my thought process on it. It was clear he was looking to go deep, obviously, so looks like Huntington Beach gets another W with their secondary. But regardless of that, Huntington Beach is back onto the field, a chance to extend the lead. But a great punt nonetheless there to get him inside the 20. Passing it again, looking for a man to throw it to, and that is a blunder there on Huntington Beach's side. This time it looked like his arm got held backwards by his lineman trying to throw that one. It went straight to the D lineman.
And he's lucky that the D lineman doesn't know how to catch.
Tim Carlson in the chat says, hand me the damn ball. Let me eat. And they will respond by doing so, but there's going to be yet another flag here on Charlotte. Here on Huntington Beach. And that's going to back them up. Now both of these teams, their offenses are starting to slow down a little bit.
I mean, you definitely hope not, because it's been a great amount of fun to watch both these offenses just have their way and manhandle the other team's defense.
2nd and 19 coming up. And they're going to try the ground game again. Finding a big hole is Carlson, so he's going to get those yards back. Going to make a 3rd and 11 coming. Charlotte with the chance to get off of the field here. And it'll be a big stop. It'll help with field position. I already know that big homie Montaigne is looking to get something popping tonight. Huntington Beach has to get past the 28-yard line to make a first. Going to pass it. And it looks like 2 Charlotte Royals. Make sure that he doesn't get it. And that's going to be a stop. Charlotte's getting it back soon. Great defensive play there from Charlotte. Let's see what they can do here. 4th and 2. Carolina sending this one away deep. Got some blockers up front there for Montaigne. Gonna look to try to get something cooking, but gets close to the 40, so could be a lot worse. Gonna make it 1st and 10 for Charlotte.
So now it's up to Charlotte here to try and pull themselves back up into even. They have a great opportunity here to do that. And, you know, you can't sit behind 7 forever.
They're going to be dropping back here, looking for a man, launching this middle of the field. Going to be incomplete. Double cover, trying to fit that one to Kai Coco. I do appreciate the attempt, but there was a lot of blue around that football.
Definitely. And at the time when the ball got there, it was still only a 1v1, but it wouldn't have gone much further than where he was.
Once again, a great job from this very, very highly touted secondary. It's going to be 2nd and 10 coming, looking for a man again. Going to take off to run, and he's going to try to make something happen, but Gina, the cleaner, Buckley, making the stop again. 3 sacks in the last 2 drives here from this defensive line. Just ridiculous.
Oh, I think Falco's trying to do too much right now. He's running around in the pocket looking like a ballerina and just taking sacks left and right. He's not even trying to throw the ball.
It's either take the sack or throw it into coverage. Which one do you want? Looking left side though, and then it's going to be picked off. It's not X-Pac this time. It's going to be Adam Leach reaching for the end zone and knocked out right at the 1. And Charlotte, there's something about interceptions in big games. This happened for the 3rd time. And it's going to be a handoff. There it goes up to no good to clean it up. And just like that, all it takes is 2 plays. And Huntington Beach has got themselves a 2-score game. What a team.
You know, it's extremely uncharacteristic of Charlotte right now. I'm going to put it out there. They've been playing well all season, but something about Huntington Beach has got them spooked.
Kick is up and kick is good. Still plenty of game. So if they could find their way to get their offense rolling again, similar to that first drive, they could get back into it. But Huntington Beach, they're playing like a team that's currently 13-0. So Huntington Beach is looking to take this out early, see if they could pad some stats. Going to make it 21-7. Charlotte coming back onto the field soon.
Yeah, and Charlotte's defense couldn't really do much of anything there. When your opponents are gifted a drive that starts on your own 1-yard line, it's kind of hard to do much.
People in the chat mad that up to no good got the touchdown. Keep in mind that up to no good, he was the first Huntington Beach halfback in a while to actually make a Pro Bowl. So you better put some respect on 18, my friend. Like, he has a lot of ability there in his back pocket. If he didn't, he wouldn't be wearing the blue, white, and gray. So show some love to all your players. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be 1st and 10 regardless here for the big homies of Charlotte.
Yeah, 1st and 10 from roughly their own 30, and you got to think they got to get something going this drive.
Like I said before, got to find a way to get Vic involved in this ball game as they fake it to him, and they're trying to give it to Doc, and he's going to pick up a few yards on that play. So could have been a lot worse than what it appeared when first contact happened.
Definitely, he fought forward for a good 5-6 yards right there.
But as you already know, Tim Carlson is looking like a back that is Pro Bowl worthy. As we see another handoff, and there goes Doc Boone, who's going to miss or make a tackle miss, and he's going to make that 3rd down a lot more feasible. And I kind of get it. See if you can wrangle down Hank Falco. See if there's a way to actually try to chill him out, give him some easier passes. See if they could get these weapons evolved so they can move the ball down the field more efficiently. 3rd and inches coming up. Will Doc Boone get it for a 3rd time? Yes, he will. He's going to push forward, and he's going to get outside of the 40, leaning forward, and he's going to get to the 43 at the end of it. So 3 straight plays here for Doc Boone. Might as well use them while you have the time, and so far it's been working.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, having Falco get a couple plays to not have to throw the ball, probably not a bad idea.
20 plays so far here for Charlotte. 11 of them have been passes as they run it again, and the great outside edge there by Charlotte, inspired by Huntington Beach, makes the play, and then on top of that you have a penalty. Charlotte's going to have to back up 9. And now they're in a position where the pass is going to be a lot more prominent.
Definitely. You know, I'm slowly beginning to remember why I don't watch Charlotte games, but...
Looking for a man again. Protection's breaking down, taking off to run this time, and it looks like he's hanging on to it, just going to slide, pick up what he can. Looks like he got 5 on the play, so best you could do at that point. Didn't look like anything was open. Huntington Beach's secondary just too good.
And as good as Doc Boone is, and you can't run a entire team through just one halfback.
Most definitely is. He's going to pick up another 2 on that carry. Not quite a sack. Josh Lawyer there with the tackle. Now it's going to be a 3rd and long situation here. You got to expect the pass coming up.
Definitely. I'm also kind of wondering, like, what are the Charlotte receivers doing down there? They got to get open.
An easier task that is said rather than done, as that is going to be incomplete and almost picked off by D-Jax as they tried to get it to him short of the mark, maybe try to push through, but not to be. And Huntington Beach's defense gets yet another stop tonight.
And Charlotte at this point is just bleeding themselves out. They got to find a way to get something going here. Otherwise, they're in serious danger of just being out of touch with the game.
Going to send this one away looking for a bounce, but that was a huge bounce out the back of the end zone. So special teams hasn't been clicking neither, outside of maybe that one that was barely inside the 20. We'll see what happens with Charlotte on defense, trying to get their football back to the offense. A turnover at this point in the game will be lovely, I'm sure.
Absolutely. I mean, Charlotte would take any kind of stop they can get, but a turnover this deep in the field would be amazing.
Going to pass it again, looking for a man, throws a jump catch there from Tim Carlson, who's only going to pick up 1. Going to make a 2nd and 9 coming. Great catch, great leaping ability for sure for TK. Second and 9 coming up here. Going to be passing it again, looking for a man left side, and going to be incomplete, as that's a great job there from another veteran named Ricardo Lopez. And now it's another 3rd and long situation here.
And Charlotte's defense is doing everything they can to try and give themselves a chance to win this game.
Of course, you don't want to see 21 points given up, but one of those touchdowns couldn't be helped with them starting at the 1, looking for a stop here. The protection's breaking down. He steps in the pocket perfectly, and he's going to find his man, Carlton Banks. What pocket awareness here from someone that's only played 14 games in the big leagues. That's just ridiculous. And you'd expect something like that from the guy that's been playing for 5 years, but Tyler Dethridge said it so many times, he's not even the best rookie quarterback. That's what he keeps saying, as that's going to be another catch there from Eric Duncan. It's the gain of 8 on that play. As per the tight end battle, got to give it to Eric Duncan on this one. Vic Dotson currently a no-show. Great defense once again from Huntington Beach, not allowing 87 to get open. Going to be a 2nd and 2 setup as we see a handoff pushing forward, and a big gain there from TK getting to midfield. And there's going to be another 1st down coming up. Huntington Beach bleeding the clock, trying to get more points. Single back set. Tim Carlson back there doing his thug thizzle. And they're going to give it to him again. Why not? In another big hole. Gives it to the 40. Make it a 39. And it's just coming a little too easy now. You see the Charlotte defense clearly gassed at the current moment, trying to hold on. The D-line could not find a way to close those holes. This looked like a Mack truck can run through these holes at the current moment. The D-line having some issues. Going to be 1st and 10. Another drop back coming middle of the field, and going to be caught again by Eric Duncan inside the 25-yard line. And Charlotte is there in the area, but not in the area to stop the play. And that's what's really been the issue. We haven't seen too many yards after the catch, but they're still making the catch. As this drive continues to tick on, Huntington Beach looking to pour it on. Stacking the box up, they're going to fake the handoff, looking to the left side, going to be deflected, and Ricardo Lopez makes yet another play tonight.
He's been probably with their one saving grace so far.
Shotgun set here, 22 passes out of 30 so far for Huntington Beach's offense. Going to be a one-handed catch, looking for the screen, giving it to the big homie, but he's going nowhere but backwards. Actually, going to go forward a little bit, 1 yard. Charlotte with the chance to hold him to 3. They're looking for a turnover, though, for sure.
Absolutely.
Because a field goal will make it a 3-score ball game. And if you have that available for you at halftime, that's something you don't want to do, for sure. Looking for a pass again, looking right side, and that's over the head of number 18, up to no good. And the Charlotte defense will hold strong. Huntington Beach's special teams coming to the field.
So if you're Charlotte right now, I mean, you got to sustain a drive probably for the next 3 minutes and 30 seconds. You know, you got to take this drive into the half and hopefully come out with some points with it.
Mm-hmm.
You get the ball back. Hopefully at half, you can calm everyone down, get the jitters out. But you got to find a change here coming here into this half.
Mm-hmm. Me personally, I say see if you could get Doc Boone involved a little more. Apparently, he's the hot hand at the current moment. Kai Coco and Vic Dotson, they're kind of no-shows up to this point of the game. Looks like Huntington Beach, they've spent a lot of time in the film room making sure that those two players in particular do not pop off for big gains. And we see right here that Doc Boone is able to make some plays here. I say try to throw a little screen action in there, see if you could get him in open space, maybe even some more of that wild royal, and then see if you could pop off something big. I mean, at this point, you got to try everything in the playbook. You're down 17, so you got to make sure that you can get the ball down the field. As we go ahead and send this one away, it looks like Vic Dotson will be the return man, looking for something big. Going to shed off one man, gets past the 30, down to around the 32. Definitely respectable field position. Down, they just need to make something happen out of it.
Absolutely, and I think, honestly, just throwing him the ball into the flat, seeing if he can make something happen would be huge for Charlotte. Get some easy passes down, get into a rhythm, and hopefully good things can happen for him.
Handoff here, pushing forward, and he's going to run past the 40. Great job there from Doc Boone on second and third contact. He'll pick up 8 on that play.
Eventually, Huntington Beach is going to catch on to that, though, and they're just going to stop allowing it.
And that is where hopefully the play action will come into play, where they'll be able to find some open spaces to find some good passes for Falco. As we see another carry, another first down here from Doc Boone, already over 10 carries. That's the name of the game. It's a game of chess when it comes to football. You got to move your pieces to the right spot. You got to anticipate. You also got to take a few chances, see what happens there. As we see the weak eye formation, they're going to send the man in motion. And they're going to go ahead and stretch this out to the left side. Got some blockers up front, but Adam Leach is going to be there to make sure it doesn't go too crazy. 2 yards shy of 100, and a great play there from Adam Leach to hold him to 4. As we go ahead and hit the 2-minute warning. 5-yard runs, doesn't give up touchdowns. Just got to tighten up when it comes to the red zone. That is what Coach Tito is saying in the chat. Tyler Deathridge, 1/2 away from securing his first victory in the United Bowl and his first championship all time. And it's kind of hard to not have such a great start to your career.
It's probably one of the best starts to a career since Montaigne back in season 1.
Most definitely, and Huntington Beach is trying to get something stopped here, but Kai Coco's going to make the catch. Going to make this 1st and 10. Inside Huntington Beach. Go ahead.
Yeah, Charlotte's trying to find some of the receivers now, and hopefully they can make this more of a game.
They're going to throw a short to Vic, but once again, the pass leading him backwards, and he's going to lose one on the play. I see them trying to get him involved. That's his first catch, and he's going backwards on it. So definitely need to see something a little bit more towards a slant type or maybe even a deep in or out. See if you could get some of these linebackers slipping. Gonna look for a handoff though, and once again, they're pretty much going to get that yard back and not much else. Actually, they're going backwards 1 yard. So after all the good plays, they're going to backwards 2 straight. 3rd and 12 coming. And it looked like he almost broke free to try to get some more yards, but that last defensive player made it happen. Looking for a man here. Passing, it's 360 no scope and runs out of time. And there goes Josh Schloyer getting into the backfield. That's going to take him out of field goal range too, so definitely not a great way to end the second.
He hasn't done that all season. I'm just going to put it out there.
Looking for a punt, sending this one away. And that'll be how the second quarter closed. Another addition to the stat sheet there for Jake Parkey. As we go ahead and flip the field, Charlotte's going to get the football, so they'll have a chance to make up for it. See if they could get a second half comeback. It's going to be kneeled down by Vic. And it's going to be 1st and 10 coming. Let's see if Charlotte made their adjustments and see if they can find something cooking here. They're going to go ahead and keep it on the ground. I don't blame them, but it looks like the Huntington Beach defense is not playing around. They're only going to pick up 1 on the play. You're going to definitely expect the aggressiveness turned up pretty soon here for Charlotte, especially if they want to find a comeback. 1 yard gains like this will not help, as it's going to be 2nd and 9 coming, passing it again, looking for a man. Takes off to run off the back foot and just throws this one away, and there's just no one open downfield there for Falco. That's the best he could do. And I kind of understand in regards to the mind state of a quarterback. Do you want to take the chance for a potential big play while there's coverage, or will you try to live and fight another day, see if you can make it happen on the next one? As we see the pass looking to launch towards Vic, and that's going to be picked off. It's going to be Adam Leach. No, it's going to be number 4. That's going to be Annalisa Makulo. And it gets worse here for Charlotte. Once again in double coverage, trying to fit that one to Vic. He went up for it, but not to be. It's going to be a run there from Ryan Davis, who's going to get close to the 20. He's going to pick up 3 on the play. And now we have to ask the question, will we be seeing this type of Huntington Beach team next year? Will we see the first 3-peat if they've continue to hold on to this victory? Like, there's things that we have to ask at this point, because Huntington Beach is just loaded. And I'm sure there's a certain person in the booth with me that would destroy the league before that happens, but you can't take away what's been going down with this Huntington Beach team. They've drafted well. They have the most active team, as we see another first down there inside the 10. 1st and goal coming up. Like, it's only going to get uglier and uglier if Charlotte does not find a way to get their offense rolling, and especially if the defense here for Charlotte stays on the field. 1st and goal coming up.
I think I'm more likely to destroy a hole in my wall before I destroy the league. But
well, maybe that touchdown there to Ryan the Diamond Davis will help reconsider that type of thing for you. Huntington Beach is going to get 30, and we're not even at the 4th quarter yet. Kick is going to be up here, and once again another play here from Huntington Beach. 31-7 is your score. Still technically a 3-score ball game. And you see right there, Mikey Jackson in the chat, the Arizona Rattler. He says, damn, these boys good. And honestly, good is probably one of the bigger understatements that you could possibly say. I'm running out of words to talking about how great this Huntington Beach team is. Like from start to finish, the offensive line, even though they have their penalty issues, the quarterback has been playing lights out. The halfback group, just amazing with TK and up to no good. The tight end, Eric Duncan, has been filling out very nicely. And don't forget about Jeff Brown, who they drafted a few years back. He's still there. And then you have Giovanni Walker. The wide receivers, you could go on and on and on about them. Vernon Mills was a Pro Bowler last year. He's relegated to now the 4th best wide receiver on the team. You have Riker Bryson, who came from Tampa. And then you, of course, have Ryan the Diamond Davis and Carlton Banks holding it down. The best kicker / punter in the game. The defensive line, they have at least 2 or 3 people in the top 15 just off of that alone. The linebacker core is getting better. And, of course, they have plenty of veteran talent there, with Dexter Jackson and TJ Camden having his career year. Then you got now I was talking about Gina DeClina Buckley doing her thug thizzle. Then don't forget Matthias Sutherland coming out to play. He could do double duty. Then you got this crazy secondary. X-Pac had a pick 6 last game. And then the other 2 players in the secondary being Annalisa Makulo and Adam Leach, each having great interceptions in this game. Then you have all the backups as well. Trey Glock is there. Like, you could go on and on with how many players that are just immaculate right now. And I know I'm kind of ranting, but you kind of have to give Huntington Beach their flowers in regards to how they built this team, as we see yet another handoff there to Doc Boone.
Run.
Technically, I still get why they would want to run. Honestly, it's the most consistent offense they've been doing. If you want to be 100% real with each other, my man. Every time they try to deep pass, it's been batted down or picked off. I don't think they've had a pass over 15 yards since they tried Vic for what appears to be the first time they have him going up the field. But it's going to be 1st and 10 coming up. Vic Dotson beating another veteran named Dexter Jackson. Prolaskilla, he gonna let me have it in the chat. It's like, you still ain't nothing. I was like, shut up. That's what I'm telling him in the chat. As that is going to be a penalty on Charlotte's side. Back them up 5. Oh yeah, I didn't even say Tom Krieg Jr. as well at the strong safety position. And they're going to get yet another interception. It's going to be Adam Leach picking off number 2 on the day. And I said it earlier, it just keeps snowballing here for Charlotte. Handing this one off, and Tim Carlson's running with some serious heart. He's going to crack 60 tonight. It's 2nd and 4 coming up. Trying to fit that 1-2, 2 of their best players on offense. They tried Vic Dotson on the jump ball, interception. They tried Kai Coco on the slant, interception. I mean, just ridiculous, as they got the short pass there for Ryan the Diamond Davis. They're going to make it 1st and 10, as he's going to crack the century mark tonight. Just ridiculous how great this team is. Coach Tito's talking about, like, just feed Carlson now, heavy dose of the ground game right about now, but looks like he still wants to get some passes off real quick. Is Dethridge going to pick up another 7? And it seems like every chance, emotional damage indeed. 2nd and 3 coming up. That came out of nowhere. I didn't know you was doing soundboards up in here.
Oh no, I stepped out for a minute to scream.
Don't scream too loud, my man. That's only going to make her concussions worse. As we see that one inside the 20. And that's going to get him down. Another big gain there from Carlson. He's over 70 yards tonight. 1st and 10 coming up. First and 10, shotgun set. Gonna pass it quickly, left side and caught. And there goes Ryan Davis again. He says he wants to check in again. Oh my goodness. What can Huntington Beach do wrong? I don't think they have all season. That's the reason why they have themselves a 30-point lead currently. And now it's getting ugly.
Well, I will go ahead and say congratulations to Huntington Beach. Not quite the game I was hoping for. I was hoping for it to at least be close.
Big game for sure. And just like you said, got to give this team their flowers. There's just too much action coming on from this Huntington Beach team all the way around. See right there, Gina DeClina Buckley giving praise to the diamond in the rough. Finds pay dirt. And it's going to be a 31-point lead in favor of Huntington Beach. They have a full quarter and some change to essentially run up some stats if they choose to. But I'm sure their defense is coming for blood, maybe even another INT. Vic Dotson. His second attempt in the United Bowl. Definitely not turning out the way he wanted to be. But I'm sure there are brighter days ahead for him and the rest of the players here on Charlotte. You never want to get so close and come so far away from your goal. Gonna be another handoff. There goes Doc Boone, who's gonna take it to the 30, and that's really about it. As Doc Boone is over 110 yards rushing. And yeah, that does help his own personal stats, but really that's the only thing that's been going good for them is the run game. And
it's not enough.
Unless he's popping off for long touchdowns, it's only going to favor Huntington Beach here as they're going to look for a man looking right side. And there goes a big play. There goes MJ Witten getting to midfield. Not as big as they hoped it to be, but it's big enough to make sure they're still alive here in this Charlotte team. That's first down coming.
Where was that in the first half? I'd like to know.
We can only speculate. Strong guy, they're going to go ahead and send a man in motion. I think this is a similar play they ran before. It's been working a lot, but not this time. They're going back to the line of scrimmage. And Huntington Beach is keying in on those stretch plays. They haven't really been picking up a lot of yards outside of that one time earlier in the first. So Huntington Beach has been doing their work. You see right there, 20 for 20. 20 passes, 20 rushes so far here for the Charlotte team on offense, looking for a man again to throw it to. Takes off to run, and Gina Buckley is right there again. 2 sacks in the United Bowl. Gina DeClina cleaning up the mess. 3rd and 20 coming, and the Charlotte offense just cannot get rolling. Once again, nowhere open to throw it to. So it's either take the sack or force it into coverage. I mean, which one do you really want? As it's going to be a pass again, going to launch this left side and going to be picked off again. It's going to be Adam Leach pulling the hat trick, and that's going to be 5 on the game. Actually 4 on the game here for Charlotte. What a defensive performance. Definitely the greatest defensive performance in USFA United Bowl history.
With that, I am going to step out and get ready for my event this evening that takes place in roughly an hour. Congratulations to Huntington Beach.
Most definitely. Thank you so much for sticking with us as long as you can. I know it's hard to stomach, my friend, but like I always say, brighter days are ahead. As we see a pass short there to Duncan. Going to be 3rd and 5 coming up. And now you got me, guys. I am here all by my lonesome. But once again, like I already ran through the whole roster here for Huntington Beach. It was worth doing that. If I missed anybody, just let me know. I didn't say the names of the D linemen like Josh Schloyer or Najee Wyatt, Grunky Kong. Like I didn't say those players, but in their own rights, they're just so much talent all the way through. And I gotta expect in a Pro Bowl, there's gonna be at least 4 or 5 of these players on defense alone. And on the same token, you could say the exact same for Charlotte. As we see the return, finding the big creases, Montaigne trying to give her team some life. That's gonna make it 1st and 10 coming up. And it looks like they are going to keep it on the ground. But once again, Josh Schloyer makes his presence felt. And a 2nd and 9 coming up. Short drop back, looking for a man, right side, and going to be caught by Vic. Stays in bounds, makes one man miss, and trying to get more yardage. Definitely a great fight there from Vic, as he's only going to pick up 4 on the play. I don't know how he pulled that juke move out of the head. I'm not even going to lie to you. You see right there, only 56 passing yards allowed here from Huntington Beach. Yeah, W for everybody is what Ryan Davis is buying. He's going to pour the W on Ryan Davis as they're going to look, and almost picked off again. That was almost number 5, as it is 4th and 5. That would have been catastrophic, even more than it already is. 4th and medium, got to send the punt team again. And there's really no point in going for it, in my personal opinion. Just maybe it's probably just that time to just let the clock run as quickly as possible. Take it into season 10, see what you could build off of. As we look for the bounce, and it's not a great enough bounce. It's a good bounce, but not a great bounce. As it rolls harmlessly into the end zone. It's going to be 1st and 10 once again for Huntington Beach. Passing it again, middle of the field, and there goes another catch, and there goes Ryan Davis, who's reaching forward down to the 34, or maybe the 33 and a half. Regardless of that, Ryan Davis just on another level tonight. 9 catches, 138 yards, and I believe 2 TDs. I'm sure Ryan Davis is keeping count. How many touchdowns do you have, my friend? Shotgun set. Going to be another pass here from Deathridge. Protection solid, and launching the left side and caught, and there goes Vernon Mills. Going to be another 1st down play, and I'm seeing 2 diamonds, so I'm going to assume 2 touchdowns found in the rough there for Ryan Davis. And it's going to be yet another pass here. They're going to throw it short to Duncan. He's going to try to get the first himself, and he's going to get close to it. Going to make that 2nd down a lot more easier to hit. As the clock continues to wind down, make sure you get in that giveaway. Only 1 more minute before we go ahead and send it to the Cleaners. Bring Vic over here so he can get a ring, is what Ryan Davis said. Nah, I'd rather do, at least for that player, the organic way if possible. So if it doesn't happen naturally, we'll think about it. As that is going to be a blunder there from Ryan Davis. Got a little happy feet there right as he was getting ready to turn up. Going to be 3rd and 2 coming up. already signed an extension here with Charlotte, so unless there's any trades coming along, like, there's not much out of that he could do that's within his control, as the defense for Charlotte is going to make the play that is going to take us to the end of the third quarter, more than likely. Maybe have one more punt. But it's something about Falco and Dotson that just makes it a beautiful scene. So I don't know if that's something I want to break up. I love me some Hank Falco. Yeah, it's not even the fourth quarter yet. That is definitely right. As we see the punt looking for the pin, bounces, and they have a similar bounce to Jake Parker earlier. Barely into the end zone for the touchback. That's going to make it 1st and 10 here for Charlotte. Passing it again, pump fake here from Falco. Going to launch this left side. Is going to be caught. Not able to turn upfield with the catch. Going to be a gain of 5 on that play. As the clock continues to tick down. See right there, total yards, less than 200 there for Charlotte so far on offense. More rushing yards than passing yards. You hate to see it. This is going to be another pass. Takes off to run and throws this one over the head of Kai Coco. Probably had a chance to throw it to him as he was crossing maybe, but there was a lot of protection breaking down on that play. 3rd and medium coming. Shotgun set again. Going to be passing it. They send 4. Turns up and throws off the back foot. There goes Doc Boone. And yeah, there's a giveaway. I'm going to do it after I actually pause the game. Like, I've been trying to do it, and like it's not letting me do it. So I'm going to try it after this play here. Ten minutes. 55 seconds left, looking for the pass again. Going to launch this to Vic, who's going to turn up and push backwards after yet another short gain there from Vic Dotson. And it's still not letting me pause the game. I don't know why. Game MVP predictions. It's hard for me to think that it can't go to the quarterback, my man. Like, Tyler Deathridge was... like, he's at peak performance in this one, and he made it look easy against one of the best defenses the league has ever seen, as it's going to be punched out there. And there you go, finally getting the pause. Like you see right there, 4 touchdowns, 274 yards, over 80% completion percentage. That's pretty crazy. Most definitely Leach with the 3 INTs. That is definitely a hard thing to see. I've never seen a player get 3 INTs in the same game before. I've seen 2, but I've never seen 3. So, and you already know that affected the game for sure. Ryan Davis is up there too, with his ball game. I mean, honestly, I'm all for splitting it if Caboose is up for it. Like, both of those players just made huge impacts on this one. But we got to see what's going to be the impact of the giveaway. You already know how we do. We're going to double it once again. So we make sure that you show some love. You already got the exclamation point USFA in there. So we got to see who gets the victory tonight and what the prize shall be. Let it be something good. This is the last time until season 10. Well, this set is going to be 5 TPE. So it's going to be 10 on that side. And I'll go ahead and get the giveaway up again, see what the prize will be. I mean, we'll see who the winner will be. And the winner shall be, I mean, it couldn't have gone to a player that isn't as deserving. Coach Tito, man, Tyler Deathridge, he's going to get that 10 TPE on that one for sure. And actually, I'm gonna do one more. I'm gonna do one more. I'm gonna keep that. So I'm gonna do one more on this side. Whatever happens, happens. that's going to be, okay? Since you all made this a great stream and a great season, I'm going to go ahead and honor that. See if we could get one more. Looks like it's going to be yet another 5+5. So we're going to go ahead and draw this entry here, and the winner shall be to his running mate, apparently. So it looks like Psycho Sid, Mr. Carlton Banks, who also had himself a great game, is going to get an extra 10 TPE. So we're going to go ahead and set that up in the chat a little bit. So great job. Once again, it went to the best team by the looks of it. That's the least we could do, and show some love to everybody in the chat. We'll get the game back rolling. Let's go ahead and flip right back to it. Make sure that you got everything covered. Wanted to see if there was a chance to get a bigger prize, but I'll leave it at that, okay? But it's going to be a pass here, looking for a man. Protection's breaking down on Falco, and that's going to be a catch. And there goes Kai Coco to 20, to 10, down to the 1 yard line. And that play probably could have been better in the first half. Not even going to lie to you, but a great pass on the run there, as that was almost deflected there from Adam Leach. And look at the speed there from the linebacker. Dexter Jackson still doing it in season 9. He was here since the beginning, folks. That's how great he is, as they're going to hand it off to Doc Boone, who's going to take it himself, and Charlotte will get double digits. He said, don't pause it anymore, please. I mean, there won't be any more pauses, I promise. But Charlotte will get double digits in this ball game. A great run there from Doc Boone, pushing through a lot of defenders, and they're still keeping the heart alive there for him, trying to get something cooking, trying to at least make it respectable. And I'm not expecting a comeback, so if nothing changes within the next 5 minutes, or if Huntington Beach scores again, I'll go ahead and gift the predictions as well. So let's see actually where that is, like how many points currently is on either side. Looks like it's going to be 18.9k going to Huntington Beach, and then 12.8k going to Charlotte. So looks like they got a lot of TPE coming their way as well. So I mean, not TPE, a lot of Twitch points coming their way, which they could use for TPE. So great job once again for everybody that gifted on Huntington Beach, and I'm assuming at least 5 of them was from Huntington Beach, right? I didn't bet myself. I probably should have, but I already have like 75k, so I don't really need it. As we see the return here, I'm going to push forward. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming up. Passing it again, I'm sure. No, they're going to hand it off here. There goes Tim Carlson, picking up a short gain. Actually, no, it's up to no good. My bad. He had the touchdown earlier. Going to be 2nd and 7 coming up. Going to send Ryan Davis in motion, and they're going to fake it to him and give it to Carlson, who's going to run through a man, get past the 30, 75 yards on the ground. It's going to be 3rd and 3 coming up here for Huntington Beach. Going to be hand this one off, and it's going to be yet another flag, but they'll more than likely decline it there. 4th and 2. Send it right back to Charlotte, and we'll see what's crack-a-lacking here. Didn't look like the play was going to work even with the hold, so Charlotte's going to get the football back really quick. A great pass there to Kai Coco earlier to set up their last touchdown. Let's see if they can repeat it, as Huntington Beach is obviously in the prevent formation. Huntington Beach on pace to get ring number 5, and this will be their first ring that is not on a even year. So this is the first ring that they were able to capture not on 2, 4, 6, or 8. And there's going to be another sack again. Najee Wyatt, just so many sacks here on Hank Falco. Not much he could do. And the offensive line has gave him no type of favors. Passing it again, looking for a man. Left side is going to be caught jumping for it, and he's going to get maybe a yard or so. Going to be 3rd and 13 coming. Third down. Need to get something deep. Gonna look for a man, middle of the field, and gonna be incomplete. Punched out by Annalisa McCullough. Tried to fit that to Kai Coco. Not to be. And the Huntington Beach defense will get yet another stop. And it looks like they are going to go for it here. See if they have a last-ditch effort, and I'm going to look left side and going to be almost picked off again by Leach, but MJ wouldn't make sure that doesn't happen. 1st and 10 Charlotte. I thought it was picked off. Look at that. I thought he picked it right there, but MJ Wooden snatched it away from him last second. Yeah, if he picked it off the 4th time, I think I would have gave it to him, me personally. Looking to pass it again, looking for a man. Takes off to run off the back foot, and that was almost another interception. And that time, TJC coming to the mix. 2nd and 10 coming up. It was funny because they had two wide receivers or receivers in that area. It went in between both of them, and there was a Huntington Beach defensive player just sitting there waiting for it. 2nd and 10 coming, shotgun set. And they're going to go ahead and fake the handoff here, looking to throw it short. There goes Doc Boone with a little bit of room. Going to reach forward. 3rd and 1 coming. Empty formation here. Charlotte trying to get something cooking. Approaching the halfway mark of the first, left side, and going to be deflected. And Annalisa McCullough once again making some serious plays here. Going to make it 4th and short. I thought he was going to be able to fit that in there, but I think he just needed just a little bit more power. That would have got him everything he needed. Handoff, Doc Boone, 1st down, a little bit more down to the 45-yard line. A valiant effort for sure by Doc Boone, who's had himself a great game, even though the team as a whole hasn't been able to produce like they needed it to. There is one thing that Charlotte can build off of. Build around Doc Boone. Build around these great receivers. Looking for a man to throw it to. Turns up and going to be yet another sack. And Matthias Sutherland's going to get 6 tackles, 2 sacks, and that's sack number 7 total on the day for Huntington Beach's defense. And he rolled right into that one, trying to find somebody, but once again, no one is open. Going to be passing it here, middle of the field, trying to fit that one to Kai Coco, not to be. Now it's 3rd and 18. Passing it again, looking for a man. Looking someone deep right side, and almost picked off again. And that was X-Pac trying to join the interception party. He already had one last game. Couldn't quite hang on to that one. It's 4th and 18 now. Honestly, they could have had double-digit interceptions with how many close calls they've had. As that is 60 plays so far here for Charlotte. 37 of them are been passes. Looking for a man again. Looking right side. And almost picked off again by X-Pac, who just could not hang on to it. And the Huntington Beach offense comes right back onto the field. I'm thinking it's safe to put this predictions on, right? I'm pretty sure it's safe. Do y'all agree? Let me know in the chat if y'all agree. I'll go ahead and click on the complete right there. Congratulations once again to Huntington Beach. Looking for a handoff here and a big hold there from Tim Carlson, making a couple man miss, trying to find more holes. And he's going to get close to the 40. It's going to be 2nd and 4 coming up. Might as well give it to Tim Carlson to round this game up. Perfect time to get TK involved in the ball game. Only 87 total rushing yards so far for Huntington Beach. They could definitely increase that here as they get close to a first down on that play. 3rd and 1 coming. Tim Carlson got a fan in the crowd. I don't know if y'all heard it. It was like, I love that guy. Oh, like that one, yeah. Got himself a fan in the chat. I love that at the end of it. It's so funny. Looking for a man right side and going to be incomplete. As looks like Eric Duncan was trying to move forward with the football, but ran straight into a linebacker, and that forces the incompletion. Huntington Beach could, in theory, go for it if they wanted to. But it looks like they're going to try to pin the Charlotte Royals deep. And Caroline Andrionic, she came from Arizona. A lot of people dubbed her as an outcast. She wasn't going to get it cooking, but she found a way to get her foot in gear. One of the best kicking performances as well by a kicker / punter. She's going to get herself her first ring. Charlotte is still going to have to wait to get their first in their 9-season history. We'll have to wait till the season 10 to see if that'll be possible. Looking for a man again, right side. Is going to be caught by Vic and tackled immediately by Tom Krieg Jr. TCJ stopping him after a gain of 4. Vic Dotson with only 5 catches and 22 yards. Definitely not what you want to see from the player that is pretty much slated to win tight end of the year with how gaudy his stats have been. As it looks like Charlotte is going to make some audibles here, see if they can catch him slipping. Looking for a man again. Going to pass this one. Takes off to run, throws it right side and caught. And once again, Doc Boone will make the catch, but he's going backwards. 3rd and 8 coming up. Passing it again, looking, and looked like they tried to get it to Vic, but they rushed the pass. Looked like he was getting ready to cut back up after that subtle in route, and just more off-character type plays here for Charlotte. As the clock stands at 4 minutes 16 seconds, Huntington Beach would be right in range to score again if that was to happen. Looking for a man, throws it short to Vic, and he's going to turn up. Get that catch, get close to the 35. And Vic Dotson still fighting here. 6 for 34 so far tonight. Less than 6 a carry here for Vic Dotson as they go ahead and shift it out one more time. Spread it out a little bit, see what you could do. Gonna pass it again, looking left side, and it's going to be caught. There goes Clementine, sheds off one man, and he's going to get close to midfield. 1st and 10 coming up once again for Charlotte. Shotgun set once again for Charlotte, passing it, looking for a man. Pass in the middle of the field and going to be incomplete. Deflected by number 23. I believe that was Kratos Merciless. Yeah, didn't say anything about Kratos Merciless or Everett Williams, the backup cornerbacks here for Huntington Beach. And honestly, they're starting caliber players that are sitting in the backup role. So going to be interesting to see if they make some move to try to get something cooking for him. As we see a fumble, I believe he hit the ground first, so it should be coming back to Charlotte. They will go ahead and review that, and it should be overturned. Yes, it is. Going to be 3rd and 5 coming up. Passing it again left side and going to be incomplete. Those slant routes. We were talking about how great these slant routes are. Huntington Beach has handled them pretty nicely. I believe 2 of them resulted in interceptions. 4th and medium here, and they go all this way, going for it on 4th down just to punt it. And I really cannot understand that particular play call as that goes into the back of the end zone. So not a fan of that one. Yeah, TJ Camden has 2 pick sixes off those slants this season. Most definitely. And actually, TJ Camden, if you didn't know, he's going up against his former team. He was drafted by the Charlotte Royals in season 7. Or season 8, I believe. Actually, it might be season 7. I don't know if they signed a 2-year contract. But a great job nonetheless as we see Tim Carlson break off a tackle. And he's a couple yards away from cracking 100. I'm sure that'll make him smile, along with the ring on his finger. And that was Arn Jacobson. Another iffy game here for Arn Jacobson. Just hasn't been the same since season number 7 or 8. He's hardly around the area for the ball. He hasn't been making too many pass deflections. He's missing tackles, you see. Like, it's something that he's going to need to work on, as he did re-sign with Charlotte. Trying to get something cooking here. Is Huntington Beach potentially another carry there? Yes, it will be going to be a run, and he's going to get dragged backwards. So, it's going to be a gain of nothing. Well, it's technically dragged forwards, but he just got back to the line, and that's it. Expecting maybe 3 more rushes at the current moment. I'm sure they're going to let the clock rumble a little bit. But once again, hats off to the Huntington Beach Voyagers, the first ever team to go undefeated within one full season, including playoffs. There goes 100 yards rushing there for Tim Carlson, just to put the final bow on the present. Everyone on this team was just on another level, and you've seen it from step 1 here from Huntington Beach. They made it happen. Expecting one more carry here. Gonna try it here, looking for something, and that is going to be it right here, folks. Congratulations to Huntington Beach. Pour on the W on Ryan Davis. Perfection is here to stay in the blue and white and gray. As they go ahead and send up one more punt, see if they can get some more stats for their special teams buddy Carolina. And going to be one last return on the season there by Kate LaMontagne, and that'll be it. Ryan Davis, team owner for Huntington Beach. He had high expectations coming into running this team. He had a lot of knowledge passed down from a lot of people, and I couldn't be more proud of him for sure. A great season here for Huntington Beach, one of the teams that started with us in the beginning along with Charlotte. 9 seasons total. You can go ahead and put 5-time United Bowl champions here for the Huntington Beach Voyagers. And Charlotte, they still have some work to do. Apparently they're going to be trying to fight back into this thing. I'm expecting them to be right back here again, assuming nothing crazy happens. but we also have to see what's happening with free agency. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to quickly go through these statistics here. As you see right there, Hank Falco did have the longest catch of 59 yards. I believe that was Hank Falco before their last touchdown. But a great job right there. You see 29 for 37, 274, 4 TDs. Right there for Tyler Deathridge. Rushing wise, Tim Carlson and Doc Boone both battled it out. Both of them average over 5.5. Got to give credit where credit is due. Both of these guys put it out on the line. The backups and the other affiliate players running, they did their thing too. But this is why they're two of the best in the game right here. And honestly, I could see these two backs going at it in the Pro Bowl. So I'm sure this won't be the last time these two teams play up against these two players play up against each other. Longest rush though will be 23 there by Doc Boone. Not a lot of big rushes this game, but got to give credit to the defense. You know what I'm saying? You see right here for Huntington Beach, Eric Duncan and Ryan Davis each had 9 catches apiece. Ryan Davis had 9 for 138, 2 TDs. Eric Duncan 9 for 75 and 1 touchdown. Tim Carlson 5 for 7. Carlton Banks 4 for 36, got a touchdown. Vernon Mills 2 for 18. No side of Riker Bryson, but congratulations to him going his thing, holding it down whenever they need him. You know what I'm saying? Vic Dotson and Doc Boone led the team in catches, 6 apiece. Vic Dotson, I'm sure he wanted some more in that yards column, but he'll have to settle for 6 for 34. A very great game plan to make sure he had no room to turn up the field and make his magic, as Doc Boone gets 6 for 26. MJ Witten there got the only touchdown receiving wise here for Charlotte, 4 for 45 there and the touchdown. Kai Coco with that last pass, he got 4 for 100, so great job there from him. Tom and Clementine 3 for 28. Hex Waters, the backup tight end, got 1. And you see right there in the drops, that is 7 major drops that probably could have affected the flow in this game, and then you include the interceptions on top of it. That is not this recipe for success, if you will. As you see, Kai Coco, longest catch of 59. That dude, the other team as well, yes, Ryan Davis, longest catch is 43. Make sure you got that. You know what I'm saying? Defense here for Huntington Beach. Congratulations once again to these guys. They were on some type of level. I'll try to tell you. You see Dexter Jackson getting a 10-piece, 12 to be exact, of regards to tackles. Matthias Sutherland and Gina Buckley, the 2 rookie linebackers, making impacts, and we'll talk about them in a little bit. If you could scroll your eyes a little to the right, TJ Camden going up against his former team, getting 7. Annalisa McCullough with 7. Everett Williams there with 7. Adam Leach with 5. X-Pac with 4. Josh Lawyer with 4. Najee Wyatt with 3. Gronky Kong with 3. Tom Krieg with 2. And Kratos Merciless, I believe he had a pass deflection, so we'll talk about that later. Najee Wyatt, Sutherland, Williams, Leach, and Camden each had a tackle for loss. And just look at the sack numbers, man. Buckley and Sutherland holding it down. They got 2 sacks apiece. The 2 defensive tackles getting a sack apiece, along with Gronky making it happen there. So there's going to be 7 sacks total there. A great job. And look at my man's right here, Adam Leach. I believe he only had 1 interception, maybe 2 all season long. He pops off in this one. He was in the right place at the right time. He's going to get 3 interceptions. Almost had 1 pick 6, so another great job from him. Annalisa McCullough also getting an interception, returned to 17 yards. Pass deflection wise, you see right here, this is the main reason why the passing attack for Charlotte was near non-existent. X-Pac with 3 pass deflections. Annalisa McCullough with 3 pass deflections. Tom Krieg Jr. with 2. Adam Leach with 2, and he already intercepted 3, so he already affected 5 passes by himself, right? Then you have Dexter Jackson with 1. Everett Williams gets 1. Kratos Merciless, the backup cornerback, gets 1. And then also the other main star on the linebacker core, TJ Camden, makes a play on the ball. So just a lot of plays taken away from Charlotte. And honestly, that's how you got to beat Charlotte. You got to disrupt the passing attack. If you can find a way to do that, chances are you'll be winning the game pretty easily if your offense is rolling. So that's 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 total pass deflections. Just ridiculous. So it's 14 pass deflections and 4 interceptions. So let's go back to their passing real quick. So was it what I say? So 14 pass deflections and 4 interceptions. So he completed 24 of those passes. So 24 plus 18, someone do the math. That's almost half of their passes that was affected by Huntington Beach. That's just, I don't know what else to tell you, man. Just ridiculous on that side. But we're going to go ahead and finish out these stats real quick. I know y'all been here for a minute. It's going to be Lakota leading the way with 10 tackles. Kayla Montaigne in her last game of the season, that'll be with 8. Chris Sheen with 7. Ricardo Lopez with 7. Kenny Bombard with 7. Dak Prescott with 7. Tyree Wells, he's going to have to wait a little bit in regards to getting the ring. He's going to pick up 4. Cliff Allen with 3. Maddox Cash with 2. Let's see who else we got. Arn Jackerson gets another 2-piece. Bryce Stearns gets 1. Kai Coco gets 1. And it looks like that's all the user players there. Tackles for loss, Lakota gets 2. Wells, Sheen, Montaigne, and Prescott each get 1. No sacks on big homie Deathridge. That definitely is huge. Same thing for interceptions. And then we didn't even talk about the sacks for Huntington Beach either. So they sacked the ball. They sacked the quarterback 7 times. They had 4 interceptions, and they had well over 12 pass deflections. So, 4 interceptions, well over 10 pass deflections, and 7 sacks. Like, that speaks for itself. You know what I'm saying? Just ridiculous defense on the brightest lights. Looks like Ricardo Lopez did get 2 pass deflections that probably could have been INTs. Looks like Cliff Allen, the only user there, with another one. And that's all the stats there for defense. Great job by both sides. As we go ahead and check out the kicking stats, looks like Carolina ends the game with 8 points. Jake Parkey ends the game with 2. Not too many opportunities for Parkey to get field goals, so he did what he could in regards to that side. Punting wise, I'd say Jake Parkey won this battle. As per the average, they had a similar amount of punts, and it looks like maybe even they would probably match that with 1 more. So I'll give Jake Parkey the W on that one. Great job. Kick return wise, X-Pac and Vic Dotson each had 2 apiece. Vic Dotson barely edged him out in that battle with that longer return of 28. So great job there from Vic. And then on the punt return wise, looks like Caitlin Montaigne had more opportunities, but she did have the longest rush return there of 21 yards. So I'll give her the W on that side. Scoring wise, it started good. It definitely started good. It was back and forth in the beginning. Then Eric Duncan took the last touchdown of the first, up to no good, scored again midway through the second. Then they added on another 3. Charlotte hasn't scored since the first quarter up to this point. Ryan Davis picking up 2 diamonds in the same quarter, 4 minutes apart. And then to close out the game, Doc Boone was able to close out his season with the touchdown. Next time we'll see him will be the Pro Bowl. So I believe we have closed out season number 9, folks. A great year as always. Once again, congratulations to the big homies in Huntington Beach getting their 5th ring in team history. Charlotte still have to wait, along with the other 10 teams that have not made the setup here to try to get the next ring. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up. Let me know how you feel about the chat. Let me know how the games was, especially with the quality. We're going to continue to keep on adding on to that, so you all stay informed, so you all stay loved, like you all make sure that you do for me and Caboose. I'll say it for him. I already know he's kind of pissed off right now. He's yelling. He's hitting his head on the wall because Ryan Davis is just too good. But hey, it's all love over here. We're just happy that you're all taking a part of it. So from him and myself, thank you once again for making this a great season. And we'll go ahead and wrap this one up here. Make sure you watch out for all of the off-season action. We got the draft coming. Pro Bowls coming. We got everything coming with free agency going on. I got to do some moves to make sure the rosters are good to accommodate all these trades. Already know Ryan Davis got something cooking. But we'll go ahead and take it over. Stay safe, everybody. Happy New Year's again. And let's get this money.